goodness. Excuse me, gosh, I had to get that out. Not COVID, please, don't worry. But it was just some magic for you. I'm Katie Benton from Barrington Elementary in Upper Arlington. And as you know, this past year has not been particularly magical for us in a lot of ways, but service learning was still something that we wanted to be able to do in our schools. It looked really different this year, and we were able to focus on different things that we never have before, particularly social emotional learning of students. So this year, our focus was really different, and what we thought about was what kids really need in our schools. In the past, we've always thought about other organizations and groups and needs in the community, but here we knew that kids needed to connect with each other especially, and we at Barrington were coming back to a brand new school, a building kids had never been in and classrooms they had never seen. So my third grade class decided that we would really focus on relationships with our first and second grade buddies. We couldn't meet them in person, so we decided some things that we could do to connect with them and to make them feel welcome and important here at Barrington and loved by others in a way that was a little different than in the past. So we worked on relationships with our first and second grade buddies. We started out the year by having students make a video of themselves that they then sent with their buddies and shared with them, telling them about themselves and trying to let their buddies get to know them a little bit. We followed that up a little bit later with some Zooms where buddies could meet together on Zoom, and the third graders asked them questions about what they liked and their interests and shared their own in return, letting them get to know each other a little bit more. And most recently, our students worked on an animal study where they made some books, and at the end of the study they recorded the books and then they shared the recorded videos of the books with their buddies. So we do hope that they will eventually get to meet in person before the end of the year, as we are all in the same building. But this was a great way to build some of those relationships and those connections and have those first and second graders feel like they belonged and enjoy being here on a regular basis and know that they had some older buddies who were thinking of them and looking out for them.
A Lifted Flatbook by Changemakers. Hi, who are you? I'm an iguana. I live a lazy lifestyle and I can live for 30 years.
What is a bobcat? A Lifted Flatbook by Trey Pearsall. Hi, who are you? I am a bobcat. I have 1 to 6 kittens. My kittens are born between April and May. Where do you live? I live in the United States, Mexico, and Canada. Bobcats live in many different habitats, including forests, swamps, and deserts.
Our buddies have been making bookmarks, a poster, and a Valentine, and Zoomed with them on Clips video in the beginning of the year. What we did made our buddies feel more connected during the pandemic. What we done with our buddies, it shows them that we're kind and caring.
Okay, at the start, our project was a carbon footprint, and at the start, I didn't even know what it meant, but then we ended up doing a lot of research and stuff.
We learned that there were some other ways to conduct electricity that's better for the environment and what's worse for the environment and the earth. We had an assembly on solar panels.
Since the solar panel project, I've started to pay more attention to the environment and I started riding my bike and riding my skateboard places instead of asking my parents.
Hey, Mrs. Salvatore.
Hi, Mrs. Bugnett.
I am so exhausted. This school is tiring. I need some help getting energized.
No kidding. Me too. All of the stuff we have to keep doing.
We have an idea.
You do?
Hey Charlotte. Hey, what? Are you ready? For what? To change. Change what? Change our brain. Our zooms are long, our eyes are strained, and this is how we change our brain. Change our brain. Change our brain. Change our brain. Change our brain.
Hey, Brenna,
Hey, what?
are you ready
For what?
to change?
Change what?
Change your brain. Our Zooms are long, our eyes are strained, and this is how you change your brain.
Change your brain. Change your brain. Change your brain. Change your brain. Are you ready to change? Change your brain. Show us how you change your brain. Change your brain. Change your brain. Change your brain. Change your brain.
Because if you're ever tired on like a Zoom or a screen, you could like make up your own and do it. So I think it helped them because now they knew some stuff that they could try to change their brain, and when they changed their brain, they would have a happy mind.
This is Andrea Berg. Welcome to the service learning video for the Bridge at Emerald campus. Here's a picture of our staff. I'm Andrea Berg, the second person over from the right. We have 2 sessions of students, one in the AM and one in the PM, and we have many projects that we work on with all of them. Our large project was based on depression, which was a topic selected and voted on by students. They created Google Slides, artwork, a survey, and a collection of body wash and deodorant, which they titled Depression Stinks, very creative, so that we could donate items to the Kaleidoscope Youth Center. We also had some smaller projects like planting flowers, making valentines, and volunteering at the Welcome Warehouse in our local community. We had many successes, like getting to do the projects that I just talked about a little bit, and we did have challenges along the way, which included scheduling student work time with all the different schedules in the school year, hybrid, remote, trying to have participation on Google Meets, made us feel like we could hear crickets sometimes because students could be very quiet. But all in all, we really had a great year with service learning. Students said that they learned coping strategies for dealing with depression, things like listening to music or spending time with family and friends. And they were really proud of themselves for learning more about depression and trying to help others become more aware. They chose the topic because it's very personal to them. Many of our students are aware of what depression is in their own lives, and so they wanted to try to make things better for others. Thanks for watching. To learn more about the Bridget Emerald campus, please see our website or find us on Twitter. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Miss Taylor and I'm the art teacher at Windermere. When starting this project, something that we talk a lot about in art class is not only is art something beautiful for you to experience while making it, but it's also something beautiful that people can interact with and experience when they get to look at it themselves. Art is something that we can enjoy making, but it's also just as enjoyable to be able to gift it to someone else and give them the opportunity to experience it. And during this time of COVID, it was really a beautiful gift to be able to enlighten and give joy to those who really need it during this time. And what better way to do that than to create cards during Valentine's Day?
At retirement home, since coronavirus, there hasn't been a lot of visitors there. And since there hasn't been a lot of visitors, our art teacher, Miss Taylor, thought it would be a good idea to make cards. And since the old people can't move around a lot, have fun, some of them have to like sit in a chair all day since they can't move, or in a wheelchair. We made cards, and it's very quick and easy to make a card, and it brings people a lot of joy.
I drew Valentines to the older people, and I did it because that way it would make their day and see how it would feel for them if they got a lot of kids telling Happy Valentine's Day.
I learned that just making a simple card will bring people lots of joy, as I said, and it's very quick and easy, and they might save it for a long time.
It made me feel pretty good because it must have made them feel pretty good for getting a lot of people wishing them Happy Valentine's Day.
Beauties of service learning is that it always provides unique challenges and opportunities for us to attack with our students head on. And so this year was obviously uniquely different with the pandemic, but it really provided my students with a way to really connect with their own school community and the greater Upper Arlington community through their engagement with the live streaming of home athletic events.
Well, what we've been able to do as high school students with the help of many others, and especially doing the play-by-play, I'm going off to college and it's something I would love to do in my career, and starting it in high school. And I know many people are not fortunate enough to do that, and I was fortunate enough to be able to be given the opportunity and work with some of my best friends and many others that helped the whole process run.
I really felt like it was bringing the community together to be able to show parents their kids competing and performing.
And when they were able to be in places that other folks weren't, attend games, and understand the importance of making sure that those live streams were viable and capable of getting out to the masses, you know, they felt that pressure. They knew it was real. They knew that people were counting on them to get that out. And so having that authentic component really pushed them to excel and advance their understanding of what they had learned in the classroom.
It was especially nice in a year like this where you can attend games to be able to go and have kind of the sense of normalcy of being able to see my classmates play and win or even lose. It was just nice to kind of have that sense of normal life again.
It's hard to know, where life will take students in the future, but the one beauty of service learning is that we set them up for success because they're willing to take on challenges.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for all that you've done throughout this entire pandemic. We know that it's been a tough road, but you have definitely risen to the occasion by making sure your kids are focused on not only continued learning, but service learning. And for that, we thank you.
Hi, I'm Dale Heidloff.
And I'm Gloria Heidloff. And we have been strong supporters of Partnerships Make a Difference since its inception.
We've also been sponsors of the Changemakers Summit, and we strongly believe in the mission of service learning. It not only develops and delivers a very rich educational instructional opportunity for students, but more importantly, for me anyway, it helps to embed within these students an enduring commitment and love for community service.
And I would just like to thank all the teachers and staff people who are attending this summit. I've been able to attend in times past, and it's been very rewarding for me, and I think for them as well. And I would like to call the teachers out as the true change makers, because as they develop authentic instruction in how to help these kids become dedicated forever to service learning, that's what they're doing, is making change.
So best wishes for a very successful summit. Thank you all.
Thanks, bye.